Right, first exercise, guys, is a Viking press. I don't think I've ever done this in my life. We just don't have this piece of equipment back home in New Zealand. Similar to a standing military press, slightly different. So what we're going to do, we're going to increase the weight each set as we go. We've already done a few warm-up sets, so this is probably going to be the first working set. Alright guys, so we're going to drop set this one. So we're going to drop a plate off on each set. Like, look, I love thinking about exercise. It's my entire job. You can't reinvent it. This is the best stuff. Literally nothing better. Or is it disparaging because I don't care? Okay, maybe we cut this shit out. Who's the fake natty guy with the dreads that's always on that? Yeah, I don't usually train shoulders in isolation. Really? Yep. Sort of just like a byproduct of heavy pressing. Yeah. But because I've been doing less like powerlifting of late, this is honestly what I need. Just so many people get focused like in my world around the rotator cuff and rehab and prehab, and it's like, yeah, there's a time and place for that, but for me, like, rotator cuff is defined as 4 muscles that go from the scapula to the arm. But when our body's performing movement, it doesn't matter where something starts and where it ends, or where it ends and where it starts. The delt, the bicep, and the tricep go from the arm to the scapula. Your nervous system doesn't give a fuck whether it's rotator cuff or delt or bi or tricep. So for me, it's like, when I start getting shoulder pain, elbow pain, it's not that I'm missing my rotator cuff work. So I'm probably missing like the big rocks of like delt training in isolation, on bi and tri training in isolation. Whether it goes from here to here or here to here, your body doesn't give a shit. So even my elbow started to hurt at the beginning of this, and it feels better now.
very slow and controlled, and you almost hold it for a slight second, eh?
So when I'm here, I think of like pulling my chest up, because then my pec will create like a lever to stretch that delt. Rather than just jumping forward, this doesn't stretch my delt because my whole scapula moves. So I think in this position, as this comes, like as I start to cross and I come into that length position, I think about like bringing my sternum through, so my pecs actually create like a lever. Yeah, so it's the same when you notice they're doing lateral raises. I almost do like what bodybuilders call like a front relax, and I flare my lats. Because if I flare my lats, this is gonna happen, right? The dumbbell's gonna pull to the side, and that's gonna start to stretch my delt, rather than like starting here. You're not stretching your delt, right? And like, especially this late in the session, that stretching of a muscle is gonna be like, we have a contractile but also an elastic component to muscle. So it's like we can really start to utilize that elastic component if we start to effectively load those stretch positions, right? Stretched, elastic, so we start to get a little bit of pop, which we wouldn't get if we were trying to like work shorten ranges this deep into a session. So we got a crazy pump, we got like all this blood in this muscle balloon, and we're just trying to stretch it so it goes wing, right? So that's a property of muscle. That's why stretch positions and exercises that load in stretch positions tend to favor better hypertrophy outcomes.
Wow, I didn't know. Shit, interesting.
And who knows, it could all be bullshit.
Yeah, they don't even know who I was.
No, you're Jack
But
White,
they
dude.
just-
Yeah. That's
Even
not
my
Ryan.
wife, they thought she was like a Bollywood actress or something.
Really?
So the shoulder's made up of three main heads, obviously front delt, lateral delt, rear delt. We started off doing some front delt, the Viking Press, went to lateral delt, we just did the rear delt, and now back to the front delt. Front delt, having that good development, gives you that bicep shoulder tie-in, which actually makes your biceps look a little bit bigger. That's the worst thing, eh? Just not knowing if what you've got is legit. Peace of mind you want.
what date you said the 9th or 10th you leave?
We leave on the 9th, yeah.
Okay. That's perfect. I leave on the 9th as well.
Oh, wicked.
But so I'll be back next Thursday, and I won't leave again until. So I leave next Thursday, and I leave tomorrow. I won't be back till next Thursday, but then don't leave again until the following Friday.
Yep. Okay.
So if you want to do another session,
We'll do another session. We'll do a podcast. I think that'd be cool.
You and Charlie go grab some dinner or something. Chat shit on the business side.
Sounds good for that. Awesome, bro. Solid workout. Yeah. And there you go, guys. That is the end of the shoulder workout. Hope you enjoyed it. If you don't know who Jordan Shallow is yet, put his Instagram name on the screen. Go give him a follow. Check out his podcast. What's the podcast called?
RX Radio.
RX Radio?
Yeah.
Cool. Check that out. We'll leave a link in the description box down below as well. Anyway, guys, see you in the next vid.